Chills! Hey there my people, I'm still here trying to prove I know some stuff about musicals, but just some. On episode 30 of Music I Know Nothing About, I actually can't contain my excitement for this one. I'm a huge Van Gogh fan. I've stalked the guy around the world, sometimes accidentally, I'm not that crazy. And I just know I'll be in pain at the end of this, but hey ho, the adrenaline, huh? Honestly, I don't know why I do this to myself. If you're new to the channel, welcome. We're all mad here, you've been warned. If that's your thing, hit that subscribe button to get updated on the madness. You can also support the channel on Patreon and help make these videos, you know, prettier and give me strength to get up in the morning because... But enough with the chit chat. Time to put myself through pain again. How fun! Lyrics up and let's go! My god, I already want to cry just thinking about going through his story again. Ooh. It sounds epic but very intimate as well, with the piano contrasting the guitar, which kind of makes me think about how Vincent tried his whole life to sell his piano chords even when everyone only had ears for guitars, even though the piano sounds just as beautiful, but in a different way. You know what I mean? Nice metaphor there for you. Oh, it's so beautiful. Ooh, smooth transition. Impress me. With Van Gogh being a post-impressionist, I see what you did there. Oh, Montmartre. I miss that place. Is this Jamie? This sounds so freaking great. Oh my gosh. My heart is jumping now of joy. Wow. That is so cool. Okay, can we talk about those verses for a second? And when I see the skies, remind me what it's like to be a person stuck in time that's searching for identity. If we think about how Vincent's most recognizable painting was one of the night sky that he painted as he stayed in a psychiatric institution to try and recover from a breakdown, we can totally interpret those verses as his starry night sky being a reminder of what was happening at the time, of his mental state and how he was stuck in time as he tried to recover, while still searching for his identity through his art, because he never really stopped painting. Beautiful. Ooh, I'll be reading so much into every detail of this cast recording. Oh, it's Theo. Theo and Vincent's love for each other is the emotional relief in his story, to be honest. Nothing more dorky than painters fighting for the spotlight. I love it. Life stuff. Oh, Segatory, I smell drama. Ooh, is there an accordion? I love the sound of it. Ooh, who's playing Segatory? I love her voice. Nice. So you don't want the same thing then. What a mood. I love that. This is epic. Yes. This made me so happy for some reason, which is bad because I know it's only downhills from here. I found it interesting that Vincent was barely in the song, but then again, it kind of makes sense that he's not introduced as the hero from the get-go, since he was never really the hero in his own story, which is really sad, but the truth. As children, oh, my baby! Fearless boys, listening to him sing just makes me think of seeing him as Vincent. Oh, he would be so amazing. Okay, maybe they're using one too many painting terms. That is so cheesy. I really like his voice. I don't know how to explain, but their voices really, really fit the characters. Oh, that was well done. When Vincent says together we could seize the day, it's an affirmation. But when Theo says it, it sounds more like a question. Together, could we seize the day? And that reflects their personalities so well. Despite everything, Vincent was always more certain of what he wanted and he believed in. Theo was the cautious brother, so that was a really nice touch. Cheesy! Nice! Oh, that's sweet. Wow, they clearly saved the best for last. These drums are insane. Okay, maybe they're overdoing on the use of art terms, references to art equipment and all that. But other than that, I'm so happy I get to experience that relationship again. The way the brothers love and support each other is so wholesome. I can't wait for what's to come.
Another painter in town.
I think it's Theo's brother, you can tell by the frown.
Good man, what's your name?
No one's ever been more bullied than this man.
Raw talent, no doubt, but your palate is hard. You need
More angle.
Oh, shut up. Now, right here, add more yellow. The second.
Okay, I know this is supposed to be funny, but it just breaks my heart. Everything about his story breaks my heart, to be honest. How all these people thought they were too good for him and couldn't just appreciate his work instead of trying to shape it to what they thought was right. It breaks my heart. Ooh, Jeff is Gogh. Oh, okay, no art pun intended, but it's so surreal to me to imagine the Starkid people playing renowned artists. I don't know, my brain is struggling. Ooh, that was sexy.
Is savage the word? Maybe it's whore. Alright.
Oh god. Oh, I love to lose. Sounds possible, to be fair. Ouch. Ooh, so mean. Ooh. That last bit of the chorus is brilliant. You know how they say every artist is a bit mad? Here they're making it sound like those are two ends of a line. You either embrace your madness or you lose your mind. And their art is that middle ground, keeping the line straight to make sure it doesn't tear to one side. So good.
It's you or me, my work or yours, much more than we admit.
Woof. Ugly truth.
I want our brushstrokes to be interwoven before we're condemned to a future.
See what you were missing by not letting him speak? Let him speak!
A canvas with a key to finally set us free. I'm loving this. Yes, shut up or lose our
Wow! I love this one. All the symbolism and the way they expose these people's personalities in a jokingly way. Like Toulouse burping from his drink. Yep, I noticed. I also noticed most of the choruses... Choruses? Is that a word? Most of the chorus on this album are sung by the entire cast, or most of them, which makes the song sound more like a pop song from an actual band rather than a cast recording. And it's a different format from what I've been listening to so far.
You've every right to go.
Oh no, what's happening? This is Theo, so is he singing to Joanna then?
Building up walls, playing it safe, standing in
Again, the melody is epic but very intimate at the same time. How?
and no, it wasn't a mistake.
I'm assuming there will be lots of dialogue between the songs, right? The story doesn't quite connect yet, at least.
Could there be a life full of riches?
I'm loving to think of music as a way for Theo to express his feelings in the same way that Vincent does through his art.
For this new world to begin, the old one must fall.
Wow.
Believe there is something left.
Aww. There's something very Disney-like to the music of this show. It feels very cheesy, not in a bad way, but especially in this song, you have this orchestra combined to some cliche lines like, I'm finally awake now that I met you. I thought I was lost, but turns out I just needed to find you, you know? And then you have bits where the instruments actually follow the singer in the rhymes, like this one.
Stimulation, everyday exploration.
It really sounds like they're trying to tell some sort of fairy tale, which is a nice way to make the story a little bit lighter since there's so much drama going on all the time, and I'm here for it.
I used to play the piano.
Wow, they really did their research, huh?
I was a wild.
I'm really afraid of how far they're going into their stories.
In my eyes, still
This is Mariah, right? She sounds so
I know there's
mature.
every moment with the intent to find in
Bloody hell. I'm really impressed with how well they're representing these people through their songs. It's perfect.
I inspire all my girls to challenge everything I
Legend.
see. With their minds, they'll push us into better times.
Yes!
They know
Joanna was pretty awesome.
brilliance lights the path ahead.
So powerful.
Those searching for simplicity will never write a page of his story.
Whoa.
There's so much more to learn.
Oh, she has such a beautiful voice.
Awake with the intent to find
Oof.
enlightenment.
Wow! Okay, Mariah is at her prime here. I cannot explain how much I love that they gave Joanna a song because as far as I know, Joanna was a woman who lived her truth. She studied, she traveled, she refused Theo's marriage proposal at first because she didn't want to get married to a guy she barely knew. So even though she didn't do anything extraordinary, she lived her own truth and gave us most of the information we have about Vincent to this day. So Joe, I love you. Same to you, Mariah. Ooh, rock and roll, baby.
But all of you fools that stick to the rules will die without a name.
Ooh, who knew Gogh was this much of a rebel, huh?
I need a stronger strategy to seize my immortality.
Wow, that's some villain shite right there.
Where are we going? What about integrity?
Oh, he doesn't care about that. Or
What about
that.
the artist Paul Gauguin? Don't take
That's what he cares about.
If you really knew Perry, you'd be a royal, not a Marxist.
Ooh,
Open your eyes,
slap in the
there's
face.
no one
Where we come from.
So while you lose your sanity, I'll be the one who wins.
Okay then.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
Don't you wish you knew?
I guess it does reflect the anxiety of trying to find answers through your art, answers that you may never really get it, if we're being honest. That being said, the repetition in the chorus made me really anxious, so if that was the point, well done. It was not my favorite song so far because it made me feel things. Maybe because I don't know what to do in my life and it reminded me of it.
He walks to the fields.
So this is mostly other people telling his story. Not gonna lie, a bit disappointed with the lack of Dylan Vincent on this album so far.
He's taking every school of thought, putting them in melting pots, and creating something not
Yeah, legend.
But he hasn't sold a thing. His canvas is kindling.
I have to keep reminding myself this is a sad story. I just want him to be happy.
Much too messy, seems so desperate. Doesn't
Shut up.
For a new world to begin, the old one must fall. Don't
This is why she's my favorite. Also, they killed it with the reference and the context in which it was used. Recycling the words of his brother, for a new world to begin, the old one must fall. To give us hope that someone believes there is something in his work after all. Given Theo is the only person who we know supports Vincent was perfect. It's making me want to cry.
But I can't say no to you. You are the one thing going right.
Ship it.
I want a life full of riches and not in the classic sort of
Nice. I'm loving how they're recycling the lines here.
with the intent to find
I love you.
Oh
enlightenment.
my god. The way that previous songs are intertwining here is so beautiful.
Painting the world
Oh, here he is. I have no emotional structure for Dylan playing Vincent. None.
And everyone knows you reap what you sow.
Wow. Oh, okay. That last line was very cheesy and I'm not surprised. But also the storyline of this song. I mean, we start with the painting, the sower, to demonstrate that despite everything, Vincent doesn't give up on his art. He keeps going. He continues to sow it. And even though he doesn't get to reap what he sows in life, he ends up being celebrated around the world. So by the end of the song, he becomes the sower. He is the one who will reap what he sows because he perseveres. He becomes what he's painting. He becomes his art. Oh my god!
under the weather. I'm over it. A good spell had forecasted.
His voice is like butter melted on pancakes.
North, south, east, west. Navigate from inside you.
Navigate from inside you is such a cool line.
Drive you. North, south, east, west. Navigate from inside you.
Love it.
In a new direction.
Is it me or is Dylan being very low key with his singing for this character? He sounds so soft and serene. It fits perfectly.
Like a blizzard in June.
Fascinating, but maybe just a
Do we have any info about how the show will work? I mean, about how Vincent navigates the story with everyone else always there? Would all of them be on stage all the time? I'm curious. In which stage of the story are we?
If I look back, I'm lost.
Oh, baby. Ooh. Chills! You know, the whole harvest theme actually works really nicely, both as a metaphor and as a reference to many of his paintings that actually showed like the life in the fields. Sweet!
My dear Theo,
Oh, is this gonna be their letters?
thank you very much for your 50-franc note. I spent the last
I wonder if they're using actual content from the original letters?
Has your cold finally gone away?
Honestly, the way this man can match his voice to his characters. I know this is him, but it doesn't sound like him at all. You know what I mean? Oh,
Anything you want to add, Gogh? No.
what?
Catch the turpentine!
Hold on, they were flatmates? I had no idea. What?
As we both recover, I came
Oh no,
here
is
to
Theo
be
already
an
sick?
honest,
Oh no, it can't be. He's not even married yet.
Vincent's herbal cyanide, I swear he's a maniac! Patience, Paul, you've got to.
The way he said Paul, exactly like he does in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Memories.
Ever yours, Vincent, Theo. P.S. Did you receive my canvases? Watch out for the wet paint. Oh.
That was cute.
P.S. If it isn't too much trouble, send another 50 franc.
Oh, nice to hear things are looking up for now.
This time the query
Joe.
is directly
I'm
from
loving what Mariah is doing with this character.
Here in our house, reminders of you.
Oh, this is so sweet.
Married 3 weeks already.
Oh, nice, they're married.
My God, he's my husband and my friend.
Wow, these three are really the prime example of healthy relationship, huh? For real, I'm not even being ironic.
So trust in our house that you have a home.
Oh my god, this is so pure. I mean, who wouldn't want to marry this woman, by the way?
I confess I'm a mess more often than not. Burn the rice maybe twice from not stirring the pot, but we're happy.
Oh, I just realized I like Joe because I am her.
Now we're happy, brother. We're
Oh,
happy.
her calling him brother.
Together we'll sing both sunlight and storms. They're equally sacred to us.
So beautiful. Joe is by far my favorite in this. Oh no, this is gonna be sad.
If someone could reverse the symptoms, you always open.
Are we at his breakdown when he cuts off the ear?
What's the use of trying if you can't be free?
Oof, ouch.
Moment glimpse of death, it smiles at my door. Heaven
Why do I do this to myself?
forgetting the reason I stay.
You know what I hate the most? Is that I know his story. It's not like the other shows I watched where I didn't know what was coming, so I could dare to hope. Nope. For this one, hopeless.
As you're fading every day on the threshold of
Wow.
eternity.
This is brutal.
You know that you're crazy, you know that you're cursed. This
Oh,
fracture
baby.
inside as our seams splits in this universe.
Wow. Wow, okay. That was beautiful, but I'm not sure why. Is the seam splitting like a metaphor for the fact that we all lose ourselves sometimes from what was keeping us together? I really need a discussion about this bit, so let's hit the comment section, guys. It's really cool to notice the melody changes throughout the album. It's getting much heavier and more acoustic.
Can't you see, older brother, a life spent learning to walk,
The way they support each other unconditionally makes me feel alive.
surrounded by loved ones, you painting your godson. I can see it now. Your journey will inspire many other sisters and brothers.
Okay, I like where this is going. Ooh. Whoa, and that vibrato in the end. Oh my god. But it goes back to sounding so depressing.
Now it appears, after clouded mornings of
It
obscurity,
sounds like it's ending positively. Please, God.
the sight of the starry night makes me
Oh, is this when he paints the Starry Night? Oh.
If you look carefully, you'll notice there's no darkness, no black or brown.
Oh, this is beautiful.
The sky is full of light, swirling in spite.
So nice to be reminded of how we all see things in a different way, right?
Give me the strength against all my erosion.
Wow.
These the colors of my legacy. When what's hanging on a wall is the only thing that's left of me.
Oh no, no. That was painful.
The sight of the starry night makes me free.
Oh, I have too many emotions right now. Yeah, I just love that I have one more beautiful piece of work about Vincent I can be inspired by and reflect on, to be honest.
To grow, you must fall into the
The
earth.
plot of the show is not completely developed yet, is it?
Let me feel the sun before the fall, I pray. I just want to
Why does she sound like she's dying?
I'm ready for harvest time. There's beauty in the pain.
No, there's not. Pain is pain. Why do we keep romanticizing it?
The sun is high.
The time is right.
Wow.
And everything
I love the way they're playing with the visuals of a harvest and daylight to represent hope for the future. The light in the dark. Oh, but hold on. The wheat feuds. That's where he killed himself. Oh no. Unready gained a whole new meaning. Oh no.
ready for harvest time.
No.
Vincent shot himself in the wheat fields that evening. Theo took the first train out and was at his side by morning. They spent the day together, mostly in peace and quiet. You see, they finally figured out what made the prison disappear. Love. To be friends, to love. That opened the prison through sovereign power, through the most powerful spell. If you don't have love, you remain in
why?
death. But where sympathy springs up, life springs up again.
Shane sympathy sprang up too late, huh?
Window is publishing his letter. Such poetry. Still life.
I hate this. I hate it.
The best painter ever lived.
Side of the starry night makes me
You know what? I put myself through it. I can't even blame anyone. First of all, it was really interesting to see Starkid people doing something not comedy oriented and seeing them do it with such great skill, which I'm not surprised by at all. So yeah, once again, I am confirming that these people are so freaking talented. Of course, as a concept album, this still needs a lot of polishing. As it is now, we can't really grasp a good idea of the plot, for example. It sounds more like fragments rather than a thoroughly developed story, which is fair enough. It's a concept album. This is the time for them to, you know, see what works and see what doesn't, and then work the story out. But it leaves me wondering how they would navigate the format that they seem to be going for, which is more like people telling Vincent's story when he is very much on the background. And speaking of, I was expecting way less of other famous figures of the time, but not complaining because then I got to hear from more Starkid people. And we get Joanna as well, which I was not expecting, so Barbara happy. I actually quite liked the focus they gave to Theo and Joanna's relationship. It's another side of the story that is not usually told because we're always so focused on Vincent. So that was refreshing. And the trio's relationship was definitely the thing that I enjoyed the most. It's so wholesome and full of love and support. It makes you feel good. And the three of them did such a brilliant job. I loved Theo's voice. I am completely biased to talk about Dylan, as you know. But to me, the star of the album was Mariah. She was just incredible. I loved what she did with the character. Somehow very well behaved and polite, but with this fire and this passion inside of her. Definitely the star for me. Did you enjoy the video? Don't forget to leave a thumbs up. Let's get to the comment section and have a chat. And I'll see you next time to conquer the world of musical theatre. Keep singing. Ciao!